Hello, hello, and welcome to Propaganda. I'm going to be playing a cool little Azorius tempo list. I think last time we played this was maybe like last November. It's been almost a year. There's been a few changes. I got rid of 2 Counterspells main, threw 1 in the sideboard, and just want to be the problem. It's all about tempo and stuff, and I don't like waiting around to counter stuff. I know it's the most powerful thing you can do in Magic, but I just kept finding I wanted to be more proactive with my turn. You'll see why in a minute. We've got 18 lands. Thanks for joining me, Shahrazamon, with the cool, handsome chat logo there. Ultra Volcarine and Little Fight 2 just jamming coming through. So we've got a lot of free stuff. We got Mutagenic Growth, 2 Gutshot main, Shadow Rift, Preordain, Delver, Brainstorm, Seeker, Augur, 2 Strix, 4 Snaps, 2 High Priests. You can even Gutshot these and get back just about, well, everybody except the priest back in your crew. And I used to run 3 of these, but I went to all because I can just hard cast them sometimes. It's true. We've got 8-8 split with humans and non-humans, if you look closely, with birds and cats and humans. Yeah. Anyway, my wife made these really good chicken apple sausages this morning, but they're doing something fun. The coating of something is affecting my throat, so I apologize for the raspiness. Okay, since we're running a lot of go get the creatures that have died, we're going to run 1 Kami in the sideboard because we can just keep getting it back with a little bit of a wannabe fog lock. It takes a bit of effort, but we can get there. 3 Dispel, the last 2 Gutshots, 1 Counterspell just to look nice, 2 Echoing Truths because squirrels are everywhere except on our show for some reason. I don't think people like to play them outside of tournaments, but I like to have access to them anyway. 1 Standard Bearer, 1 Obsidian Acolyte, 1 Crimson Acolyte, COP, white, red, and blue. Wraps it up. What you gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. We got a new Circle of Protection Motors, kind of like the safety car pick. It's on YouTube now if you are an avid watcher of our products. I don't know how else to say that. My buddy Aaron Moho did the voiceover for it, just killed it. And, you think about car, and they're always bragging about how safe they are. And so I was like, oh, well, white's all about protecting things. And I was like, yeah, COP Motors. And so it's like this whole, line of cars. It's kind of like Honda or Toyota or Volvo or something like that. So, yeah, anyway. Hey-oh, Paladin 19 PT, Bobby Mercadian Merchant. All right. Anyway, enough of this chat. I'm not playing that. What am I doing this for? We'll create here, make sure the right deck's up, make sure I'm on 2, not 1, because I got it preset to go. And all right, it's working. Yeah. So anyway, this really been liking this list. Like I said, I've been really high on my 12 draw blacklist. Played the hell out of that. I think I got 4th or 5th in the tournament with it. But I was trying to keep things a little different. We played black last week, so this week I was going to go Azorius. So we'll see how this does. And we start off kind of crappy. We only have 2 planes, and we're looking at one of them here and a whole lot of blue. So we're going to mulligan this. Not too hard to figure this one out. We'll go like this and this. Okay, I'm not quite sure what memo our deck got. Good grief. I have never had a start this bad. We'll keep. How many do we have to put back? All right, well, we'll put back this and this and I guess this. Done. My goodness. For the record, the worst starting I've ever had with this list. Easily. Triple mulligan. At least we're on the draw, but good lordy. All right. I'll start off with a Delver. I think I'm just going to let that go El Natural and try to get the second one out for tempo and just hope this one flips. Then I'll brainstorm because I don't want to have to brainstorm and choose between a land and that thing flipping. So, hey, Kid Clutch. Thank you. My son's in the house, Mercadian Merchant, as well. I appreciate that. Awesome. Propaganda hype. Yeah, I need the hype because that start was redonkulous. All right, we'll say no. We don't want to reveal that. We'll bring out another one of these. Then we'll use the Brainstorm. Opponent's almost got Natural Tron on turn 3. I hope not. Not what you want to face off against. Say G1 a Tron. I'm a little unprepared. Let's see. All right. That's right. Yeah, like I said, I slowly started migrating out the counter spells, trying to be more the problem. And I was considering, get this, cutting a land last night, but I'm glad I didn't, as we saw with that opener. Good grief. Yeah, this is a tough roll because don't even know if I want to Brainstorm, really. I guess I got to for the sheer tempo, but, you know, at this point, I want them to flip, but I also want to hit a land. I guess we'll Brainstorm. Boink. All right. Well, let's do this. We'll go boom, boom, boom. And, okay. Cancel. Oh, yeah. There's only 2 that I got to put back. Haha. All right. So I'll say yes and yes. And we draw in 2. Okay, that ain't so bad. We'll do that. I'll just get my white now. Keep things nice and honest. It's ugly, but our lands are finally there. And we're no slouch. We're hitting for 6. About a 3-turn clock, thanks to the help of Gut Shot. If we need to. Woohoo! All right. The Olympics are winding down. Yeah, so we got the new commercial. Oh, there'll be no show on the 21st, which is in 2 weeks. Next week, we'll still be here. Gonna be going, taking my boy up to San Francisco to the university. Gets to live in his own place, so that's pretty exciting for him. It's beautiful forest. Look at this. And here comes Drawn. Right about the time when you do want your counterspell, if they do have some sort of fog lock coming around, we shall see. Might be more of the Weather the Storm persuasion. We'll see. Probably a prism coming out. No. Or oh, it's Bonder's Ornament. No. I'm trying to guess before you do it. Does it? Shoot. Oh yeah, the big dinosaur maybe. Reap and Sow. Okay. Guess it's not worth shooting our stuff. Cave of Temptation showing up, and we are good to go. The interview I did with the Common Podcast was supposed to drop pretty soon. Hopefully, we'll see. Oh boy, I saw black mana. Okay, at least it's not Echoing Decay. That would really suck. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Starting off with triple mulligan and then falling into Tron is your first round. Not the way I want to start a stream, but we'll make do. I'll take Preordain. Any order. Let's, can't really have much avoidance here, so I'll Preordain right now. I like both of these. We'll say top. And we'll go and get our Delver back straight quick. So typical of the mana gods. You take out your counter spells or move them to the sideboard, and you end up getting fog locked, which I think is what's going to be our destination. I hope not. Barbaboka. Hello and thank you and welcome from Spain. Or from America to Spain, but just reading for you. Oh yeah, we played Delver quite a bit. And down goes another one. Not to worry, folks. We'll get them back. We might get them back twice. Just got to keep them off those colors. That is some beautiful artwork. One of the only official MTG art playmats I've liked is this one. I saw it on one of these streaming channels. Oh, okay. Not too worried about this line, except that our priest is. Now he's out of commission. All right. I need the land, so I'm just going to draw now. And hope we can draw into something. Okay. That helps. Play that out. Attack here. I don't really want to... I'll just hit him. Oh, no. We played... The number of times we played Delver, it's probably closer to 10, to be honest. I've played Mezzo Blue, played Skred Red, played Tribe, played a version of this. That's just a name like in the last bit. I like me some Delva. I like the new art too. I got that one kind of more contemplative scientist. Looks a little bit younger. Yeah. I always keep thinking I ought to do that for Halloween. Just get some little, you know, kind of ashy looking paint job on my head and walk around in robes with a little big praying mantis. Maybe one person in the whole town will get it. It'll probably be my son. No, I'd be willing to put that up to a bet. Delver's made quite a few of my lists. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, bring this out. And I'll attack here. Darn it. Problem being, I gotta kind of use these free spells on the High Priest. But I will do it. I'll take 4 life and get 2 Delvers out of the bargain. And if something flips, that'll be a nice turn. But we'll see. Yeah, I love Delvers and Tribe. And I almost played Tribe today. Just couldn't settle on a list I was really thrilled with. Okay, he's doing that. All right. I think I just bring both of them back. Let's go for the fireworks, eh? Jungle Hollow showing up. Opponent's got 1 card. I hope it's with the number of spells they're playing. It might be Weather the Storm. Who knows? Oh, okay. Well, this works out great for us because we can keep our dude alive and get back the stuff. Yeah. We will block. Say okay. I will shoot here. Problem here, though, is I really want to get back the other Delver. I'm not quite sure if it's worth the tempo play here. Because it'll kill our High Priest by doing this, because he's already taken 4. Let's slow roll it a bit. That way I can kill the Packmate too and bring back the other Delver. I think that's the way to go. Alright, let's hope we hit it. We do. Yay! Alrighty. So now I will trade. Let's walk in like this. Maybe I got him scared. Alright. Let me brainstorm in response. Ooh, okay. Oh god, I like everything here. Yeah. Let's do this and this. Say, okay. I guess I could just bring back my dude. That way I am targeting it and I can get back Delver. Whoop. Clicking very gently because I want to untap my lands. Bonk. Bonk. And we hit for this. And if anything else dies, we can just gut shot our dude. No targets in our graveyard, so not too worried about the priest. All right, that'll replace itself. Interesting. See, I was telling my youngest, I was like, yeah, it's the first car commercial we've ever done for Propaganda. And he's like, what about Vensor's vehicles? And I was like, oh my God, you know you're doing a lot of them when you're getting upwards of 50 now. It's like, no, that isn't the last one. No, I should have stacked those a wee bit different. We'll go like this and this. This probably won't live terribly long. And if I crash through there, that's not going to make too much sense. We'll just attack here. You know what? I'm greatly considering that, but we'll just go in like this. Play it nice and safe. I'd rather get the life from Seeker next turn. MTG Magic Man, hello from Italy. Just Guy Delver. I guess you could call it that. Yeah, I just call it Azorius Tempo. Only counter magic's in the sideboard. Everything else is pretty aggro based. A lot of free spells. Got shot, Mutagenic Growth. You know, I was reading a stat I had on one of the tournament pages, and it said my favorite card in like almost, it seemed like every third build was Mutagenic Growth. And I'm like, yeah, it should be. It's free. Stops like the majority of removal out there from happening. All right, well, here comes Shadow Rift just in time. Yep, I want to reveal it. We'll go like this. Let me make this dude unblockable. That'll be probably the best way to go. Hello. Ever since OBS had a software update, and oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. All right. Well, we were about to thrash right there. They had a software update, and there was this weird gold bar around my screen this morning, and I'm like, give me a break. What's going on? And sure enough, I looked it up, and it's more of a Windows thing, but you know, we didn't see too much. I'm not going to need gut shot in this matchup at all. I'll bring in this and just one Dispel. I don't want to overboard here. We got out. We triple mulligan that game. Didn't think we were going to win, but it's definitely not the most standard build of Tron. But it's kind of scary when you're hurting on lands and they start blowing your stuff up with something as efficient as Reap and Sow. Hello, Italy, indeed. Yeah, I believe my card is this one. But anyway, so OBS did this update, which I don't think they ever need to do. Everything works fine. And there was this weird gold bar. And I was, good Lord, mulligan. I swear I'm on hidden camera sometimes. This is like the same sequence. I have 2 planes in this. Mulligan. Good Lord. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Sure. Let's start off with 3 again. Back-to-back worst draws ever. Never seen it happen. Good grief. Anyway. So yeah, I was looking up and this whole to-do about how to make everything work that way, and I'm going to say bottom with that, and I'll go aggro with this. So I want to see some lands instead of spells right now. But yeah, so at the last minute, I was kind of sweating it. I was like, oh my gosh, because then I did a test recording, and it still had this yellow bar on it, and then I went on Google, and everybody was complaining about it from up to like a year ago. It was just some useless Windows update, and then they try to override stuff that other programs do, and it shows you you're capturing the screen. So I just had to go in and tweak a few things, or one thing actually, and then it went away. So I was happy. But between that and these draws, I can't get over this. Last week we were flooded. Oh, an update to last week's deck, that 12 draw black that I love so much. I still love it. I play it all the time. I did finally cut one land out of there, and I believe the snuff outs went to the sideboard, and I brought in I think I had 3 rats. I still have 3 rats. I think it was the third tragic slip made the list, and I'm telling you, there are some games where you just draw. Do I really want him to draw again? Well, at this stage, this is a nice little tempo swing. Let's pull this here. Yeah, I should just call this Azorius Baldies. I mean, the cat's got hair, but the Seeker and the Delver are as bald as I am. Good times. I need some lands, so I'm going to go try to get some. Just try to buy some tempo here. Come on, give me land. All right, cool. Attack. And since most of our... yeah, I'm going to get a little greedy here. We'll go like that. Nothing like a 7 coming at you, right? Wham! Give me some life. Hey, man, I'm out of coffee already. Dang it. So the way this usually goes, now that we've had these atrocious opening draws of being horribly screwed, not just screwed, no lands, and then 2 out of 18 of the wrong ones over and over and over again. Not a pitch land, just basic plain. Ugh. Had I had a crystal ball, I would have waited, but I'm glad I got the damage in. High Priest right behind it. Always torn. If we go too aggro sometimes against removal heavy opponents, might not have been the best play. If we land a land and our High Priest gets out, that'll be cool, but it really helps keep the tempo alive. Okay, we'll bring out the Delver. We're hurting again. This is right about the time when they nix one of our lands, and so I think we're going to be going to game 3 here if our deck doesn't start agreeing with me a little bit more. Yeah, that 12-draw black deck from last week, I was doing a lot of little crunch math on the treasure, or excuse me, yeah, the treasure token artifacts. I forget what they're. Anyway, they end up adding quite a bit to the mana count too, and I knew that going in. I just the purist in me does not like to miss land drops, as noted by last game and this game. I'm glad we have our lands this game. Ugh, good man, oh man, this is so ugly. We will have some blistering sequences, I promise you, but this game isn't one of them. I can't imagine watching it that low. What do we have here? Is this a ninja coming at us? Nope, Reaping Soap. Oh, really? I did a test record and thinking, I'm not going to suffer through this. We're just going to go to game 3. Boop-a-doo. Interesting. Well, hopefully the feed isn't like when it hits YouTube. Very strange. Yeah, I'm hardwired in and everything. What a bummer. All right. I'm going to keep things just the way they were. And yeah, I'm going to not have the Dispel. I've only seen like sorcery-based stuff. And let's bring in a gut shot. I won't go like that. Ba-ba-bum. Well, hopefully it's Bald Bowl. Oh, that's a good name for it. Yeah, because we got the Delver and the Seeker. Bald Azorius, Azorius Baldies. We want to play first. Can I see? There we go. Okay, this is usually more. Look at that. We don't triple mulligan for the first time today. Thank you for that, Snuggle Foxes. Maybe it's a. Sometimes there can be a coastal divide, meaning like like let's say here in the States, it'll be like the East Coast it ends up having more issues than the West top, or just like a chunk of the populace. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Jungle Hollow shows up. We got a little bit of a slower build out. Be nice if we had to like double Delver like that first time, but we'll see what we can do. Burning this out. I'm just going to do this main phase right now. Make sure we fix everything up. And we are going against land destruction, but it's quite a ways off. So I'm actually going to do this. We're a bit flooded right now. Pop this, and then our mana is going to be nice and perfect. Boink. Here we go. Yield through this turn. Snuggle Foxes, thank you for the Propaganda Hype Redemption. Woo! I got some email about, I guess, being able to sub. There's a lot more tiers of it, and it's easier to do. I was like, yeah, whatever. I never look into that stuff. So I never watch other streamers. I'm a selfish streamer. I just can't get into it. I can watch for like 10 minutes, and then I want to game myself. All right, here we go. I think we'll just lead off with Seeker. It's probably going to not be long for this world. You know what? I probably should have kept that Dispel, and he does have access to, we did see a cast down. But not to say, well, you know what? It would be in our hand had we done that, because that's what we brought in or took out in the third game against it was this, or was a gut shot. All right. So yeah, we got a deck list. One of our mods will hook you up with that, hopefully. Alrighty, let's see. Yeah, if I do that, I can rock like that. I don't really want him to draw more cards. Well, let me, I think I bring out Augur here. And what are we going to see here? Oh, we hit nothing. Dang it. Oh, well. Any order. Yeah, Shiraz or Little Fight, can you bring up the deck list for our buddy Snuggle Foxes there? Snuggle Foxes, yeah, that's right. Thought I misread it or something. Yield, yield. Come on over. Let's draw some cards. Okay. All right. I think, you know what? I'm just going to play this. We'll attack. I emailed it to both of you earlier. Remember that archaic form of communication, Shiraz, that I finally have access to? I usually prefer old cards, the older printing, but I've never been a fan of this artwork. It's just goofy. I know the remake has a nicer art. Keep meaning to do that. Thank you for that, buddy. There's the deck list for those in the know. We've got a wolf coming at us. Or. All right. Might be a pretty effective build with Storm and such. I just don't think it could get there fast enough, but. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Little Fight's usually the techno man of the hour. Weird when you're having problems. Well, let's see. Let me get out a beast. Let me a little bit of, I'm doing this just for tempo. They do get to draw a card, but I'm just trying to set them back and make them have to tap their mana for that. So we will go get a whole lot of goods. Untap these two. We will communicate with the Athulda. Whoop. Whoop. All kinds of triggers going on, baby. Woo! The Strix. Always yield. Draw me some cards, baby. Cool. Yeah, let's go crazy next turn. This turn we're only going to hit for 5, but next turn we might just kill him. Do-do-do. Yeah, Pauper Tim, send me an email if you got a quick link on that. I always kind of like just having a official log so that you can look at, since we've been doing the actual page at Goldfish, there'll be like a historic, like, you know, reference point. Wish I would have done it from the beginning, but it's just kind of neat to have that. And if you're just joining us, we got a brand new fake Magic the Gathering commercial today, which is kind of our thing. COP Motors, Circle of Protection. Makes some sense. It's the first thing you want in a car, outside of looks and speed, is safety. Most of them are going that way anyway. Is it just me here in the States, boy? Cars are all starting to look the same. I saw a Tesla yesterday that was Barbie pink with everywhere it was chrome, it had like diamond sparkles. It was the most tawdry looking thing on 4 wheels I've ever seen. Very weird. Bum, bum, bum. It doesn't look like much of a board, but if they're not careful, we're going to kill them. I hope they tap out. Yeah, there we go. Well, it's still not out of the woods, though. Of course, he's out of 1 mana of any color he could pull off. What's this? Alrighty, we like this a lot. This is fine. Well, maybe we can't kill him. He's going to have a few blockers, but we'll see about that. So we preordain our way into, hopefully, victory. Let's see. Preordain. A lot of triggers. Whoop. Whoop. Up, 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 bum. Get on out of here. Stack attack. Up, I don't want to see either of these. Bottom, bottom. Too late in the game right now. Let's go. Oh, come on now. Really? There's not much I could do with that. I guess I'll pull this. Maybe I can grab another gut shot or something. I don't know. Of course, we only have the one now that we've sided out everything, right? I guess we'll go with Preordain. Not much of a choice there. All right. Well, I was really hoping for some more fireworks there, but I guess that'll have to do. Attack. Depending on how he blocks, we might still have it. Might be best to just shoot him, right? All right. Well, this will go good. Ready? Let's do here. Boink. Move the stack over here. As our seeker gets ginormous. So one more and we're in the goods here. Bonk. Just recklessly charge. Oh, here comes the concession. Well, when our mana isn't fighting us like ungodly, horrific amounts like it did those first two games, the deck's pretty good. All right. Play lobby. There's the deck list. Thank you for that. As we rock and roll. So yeah, this be the list I'm going to create here. And after the next one, I think is when I'll do a little coffee run. Yeah, if you're just joining us, I'll keep the deck list up here so we can look at it together. So yeah, sometimes you can go down to... I normally had 3 of 1 mines, and what else was there? I believe there was one less. Was it an Augur? No? I'm not quite sure what the extra... Oh, Shadow Rift, yeah. So it used to be one less of these for 2 counterspells main. I just sat there and looked at that counterspell all the time. And if you look at our spells now, they're all kind of proactive on our turn, or you at least have the choice. Think about setting up a way to have to record all the deck lists through the weeks. Oh, you're going to come up with like some sort of little compendium of like all the lists? That's quite the tall feat. It's best left to a website. Alrighty. So yeah, we've got, I always respect blue. If I have access to it, I really like to have access to COP blue. All right, we'll keep this. This is a very typical hand. That's why I was so mad at those first 2, because it was just so ridiculous. We'll keep here. Depending on what we see, we might fix our land, but we're probably going to lean on Delver here. Okay. Definitely. Sneak out the Delver. If we don't see white for a while, we can always play the Ash Barrens right into the Augur. I'm liking how this is turning out. Let's do this. The Delver of haircuts. Delver of Nair. Baldy. Efficient haircuts. Okay, looks like this is Demir. We're really going to want our Obsidian Acolyte and Dispels in games 2 and hopefully not 3. Okay. Come on, turn, baby. No. Okay. I'm a little weary about this play just because they do have... what am I trying to say? I'm going to go get an island, actually. And I'll just play the other Delver and hope for the best and hope that they don't have Echoing Decay. That would really put a damper on our opener here. 1 cast down's not too hard to fight through. If they don't have anything, which is pretty rare, we're going to have some nice tempo in the sky, but that's not really based in reality. I'm sure one or both of these Delvers will be dead when it's our turn next. We will see. Oh, and I've got another. I think I'll have another new commercial next week too. Still trying to figure out what angle I want to work on it. It's with Chatterstorm, and it's going to be some sort of communications network using, you know, advanced galvanic relays and stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to be like a cell phone carrier, like the 5G commercials that are just endless here in the States or something. So go. All right. Hey, our Delvers are going to live. Now let's just hope they flip. Preordain will help out with that. Come on, come on. Let's go. Oh, and thank you so much, everybody. We actually more than tripled our goal for feeding the children in our little drive last week. Hold on just a minute. I got to make sure. Where do we get? Oh, I don't really want to see island, do I? No. And if I Shadow Rift now, I can draw that island, and maybe I can flip the other Delver. Yeah, we'll throw that one there. All right. Hey, look at me. I look like a pro. All right. Here's that. You know what? I'm going to preordain here. Let's try to get our mana right. I like Tethmos a lot. I kind of like both of these. Let's see, we don't really have a way to shuffle here, so I'll say bottom, top. I do want Tethmos because it's foolhardy to think these are going to live much longer. I'll preordain here. I like these. We'll say bottom on the island, top on this. Can I play it? Nope. And we'll attack. For 4, I tell you. Oh, Papa Tim, if you know of a quick little how-to. Oh yeah, they've got a snuff out. That's probably what's going to hit us here. On doing that little auto deck list. Be more than happy to look into it. Try to keep it a little simple. Make sure. Okay, here we go. It's been nice knowing you, Delvers. I'm sure this is the last we're going to see of them. Especially after dropping an Augur. Usually get to go. Well, they didn't reveal anything, so maybe they're having the woes that we did in the first games, right? My insectile aberration. Alrighty. Down comes Ninja. It's good we got fairy food. In the gut shot. A lot of people don't see that coming main. Just like they catch people off guard with the snuff out, but ours costs a lot less. Alrighty. Sure, cast downs in our future. No. You know what? I think now we'll attack first. Attack. Really? I am very surprised our stuff is getting through here. Okay, well, what should I try to do here? Let me try snapping this. See if that buys a counter. Yep, alrighty. Well, our big boy will have to wait till next turn. Till then we got a good blocker. Boop-a-doo. That Delver just does not want to flip, does it? We like that. Any order. Cool. Oh, all right. Sweet. I'm very surprised our Delvers lived. But they're going to have a lot better chance of it this time, now that we're going to bring in Obsidian Acolyte and a few other beasts. We'll see. Now, I'm glad they didn't see our Tethmos High Priest. They just saw a whole lot of tempo. So I'm going to bring in the Obsidian Acolyte. protection from black can grant it. I used to run, I think, 2 of these and 2 of the crimsons, but realistically, we've only got 2 planes, and it's kind of a one of, like, just kind of saves the day every once in a while. You know, as much as I love Mutagenic Growth, I think we can make room and get rid of all of them against what we're facing here. I know it's a free spell and such. I'll get rid of 1 Shadow Rift. Counterspell. Dispel. And I really want another gut shot in here. Maybe I kind of want all 4. Like these. Yeah, that's good bait for the one thing. These can hold off Fae. I'm going to lose 1 Brainstorm and bring in the 4th there. And I could bring in COP Blue, but I don't want to overboard. Got a bit more protection here. Counters. Feeling all right. Whoa! Thank you for that. All right, here we are. Let's see if we can make this work. I feel naked going in there without Mutagenic Growth. I mean, they're one of my favorite cards, but outside of a nice combat trick in this matchup, it's a bit of a dead draw. I mean, it does power up everything, but I want to be able to keep our stuff more alive than anything. But we can always gut shot our own priest to get back our boys, including the Acolyte from the graveyard. Always feels a little sacrilegious when you like unearth an Obsidian Acolyte in some builds. It's like, wait a minute, I used a black spell to get this thing back that's protected from black. Not when it's a card. Come on, opponent. Are they still there? We didn't see any fairies, but I'm sure they're just biding their time. You know what? Let me take out... We'll keep one of these in. We'll just do that. Did they? I hope they didn't run away. Okay, good. Come on now. Here we go. Yeah, I got to get some... Anybody want to trade for the newer snaps? You want this old one? I'm liking the old ones here. Oh, no, it is still going down. Well, everything's acting funky today. They better be here. I hope they didn't make us wait all that time. And oh, it's because I have 14 cards in my deck. I'm a dummy. I mean, 14 in my sideboard. I put 1 too many in. Had too much time on my hands. Is it going to cause it to crash or something? What's going on? Man. Buggy day. Very buggy. Earth is going down. All right, good. I wonder what it did. Does it let me play with that many? I guess. Yeah. Of course. That's how you can beat mill decks sometimes, right? Game log. Is our opponent here? Yep, they are here. Come on, Scoons. Where you at? I will give him a... Let's give him a minute. If not, we'll just roll the commercial and go from there. We got Wiki Bear, the Oompa Loompa song, that courtesy of me, and a few other cool things. Got a neat little pie chart on the metagame. I am not sure what's going down here. Opponent, are you there? No. Alrighty, well, we're going to roll to a commercial, guys. I'll be back, hopefully with less tech issues, right after this.
I can answer any question you have. I'm Wiki Bear.
This is great. Okay, here's a question. Wiki Bear, what's the longest street in America?
Checking now. Got it. That title belongs to Colfax Avenue in Colorado, over 26 miles long. Yay!
No, that's great. That was really cool that he came up with that.
Yeah. And speaking of long streets, Civil War General James Longstreet was partially responsible for over 10,000 Confederate casualties during the Battle of Antietam, the bloodiest single-day battle in American history. What a bloodbath! I'm Wiki Bear!
Yeah, there were a lot of terrible fatalities in the Civil War.
Imagine ditches filled with dead horses.
Okay. Let's try another question. What's the fastest animal on land?
The fastest land animal is the cheetah. It can reach speeds up to 75 miles per hour.
See? That was great information, really fast.
Yeah.
But it's still not fast enough to outrun Jack the Ripper. The notorious 19th century British serial killer who murdered at least 5 prostitutes, lickety-split.
He was a terrible killer, Jack the Ripper, yeah.
And he was never caught or punished. What a clever fellow, yay!
And we're back, hopefully. Yeah, I want to play first. We'll keep this. I have a draw. It's a bit chancy. We'll keep it. Chat got really quiet, and I'm a little afraid because I saw my screen. And okay, good. Thank you for chiming in, Shiraz. There's a bunch of little red exclamation marks on my OBS I have never seen before. So maybe it's not just you guys. I don't know what's going on. I think I ranted just last week about needless updates, both with Windows and Macs and everything, and how they're just constant. And yeah, it's just typical. Oh, how cool. Are we running into our own list? How neat. Come on. Just about anything here is good. No. Okay. We'll slow roll this. One of these is probably dead. Of course, till the end of turn we'll be all right. Yeah, here we go. This looks a lot like 12 draw black. Casting gut shot on a priest is basically taking on taking it for the team. So the only drawback to this over like a Fume Spitter is that it's till the end of turn, so I can actually keep our dude alive, which I'm going to do, just making sure that they're targeting the same one. Boop. With this kind of an opener, we really want to hit a land or at least a spell here. Oh, double. Oh, crap. What the hell? Did I put it the wrong one? Oh, yeah. Okay, he's double killing it, so we keep one alive. All right. Not a punt. Almost. Good. I'm glad it's actually not last week's deck. As we see a Rakdos Carnarium. Maybe they're going the Bump in the Night route. Come on. Show me the goods. Yeah. Good option there. Let's go find a land. Straight away. There's one. Let's see. Yeah, why not? Top. Don't think we're going to be needing that Shadow Rift for much. So I'd rather just get to my cards a little bit quicker since we want both of them on the top. So I'll just do this now. Shadow Rift. I'll just draw now. Shabra is still here. All right. It's been ages since we've had tech issues on either Twitch or OBS side, but they did just have an update. And like I said, then I ran into that little weird gold screen thing. It's like, what else is hidden in the background, eating away at the feed and whatnot. Hopefully it goes fine out to YouTube and such. But oh, I didn't even play the new commercial. I meant to do that, but I figured our feed might be dead. So alrighty, I'm gonna keep that snap for later, or should I? I'll bring this out now. I'm gonna go get my land. Watch, they got some land destruction. Be like, no, still got one more, but make them scratch their heads over this play, right? Hey, da, 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 da. I guess I bring this out. What do we got? At this stage, I actually kind of want, seeing what we're up against, I'm going to choose Mutagenic Growth. Say any order. As we attack here. The snap's going to be good if that beetle gets out of control or something else, but for the most part, I'm just going to be chilling. They've got edicts now, or at least a little benefited. Telling you, having two of those High Priest main deck and being able to just get literally every creature except the priest back at instant speed is just insane. I love it. Love it so much. The beetle groweth. Raw! That War Marshal looks pissed off. Always like the oldest artwork on that. The new one, a little too cartoony. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, I'll be really curious to watch this on YouTube later and see. That'll at least stem some of the research as far as what could be going on. This is actually when I do want another OBS update like today or tomorrow. So like maybe enough people are having an issue like that. And it's like, hey, here's a great idea. Go back to 2 weeks ago's build. That was rock solid. Why on earth did anyone change anything? Ooh, boy. This is when you start fearing a card like Rites of Initiation. You do only have 3 cards to discard to it. Well, it's still 3. Especially with double Carnariums like that. It makes you think that they're storing up that hand just to do just that. Curious. Alrighty. Okay, well, we can communicate. Let's do it. Not bad for one. God, I love that card. Love it, love it, love it. Boy, we could just go crazy with our men, couldn't we? I'm just going to slow roll this, guys. We'll have a neat turn next turn. For right now, I'm just going to invest. We'll go to the stock market next week. Or next turn. How's that? It'll be pretty funny if I'm playing to a dead house and just sitting here talking in the dark. Wouldn't be the first time. When we first started doing the whole stream thing, man, oh boy, it was just issues all the time. I wasn't even hardwired in back then. I would just like wireless, pulling a double signal and crazy. Plus with Game Show, I was actually watching the feed in the background. So it was like a double HD, just craziness. Alrighty, maybe Mutagenic's keeping our guys alive. Maybe they got like one lightning bolt, because we have revealed that that's what's in our hand, so they do know about it. But if you are in the chat, please say something, because I'm a little, getting a little worried. It's crazy quiet in here. Bolt of Whispers. Well, there goes my Rites of Initiation idea, because I think they would probably hold on to that to just discard it to the team. Love me the Scorpion. Not sure about that. There's a whole lot of creatures going down. Woo! Well, we're going to have a festive little turn, aren't we? Be nice if we get the Shadow Trick. Flip, baby. Come on. No. But I do like seeing that right about now. First things first, I'm going to get rid of the big fatty. So make our guy a little bit fatter. And here. Clicking nice and slow as we untap these 2 lands to bring out the real big fatty. And let's attack. Boom. Boom. I guess we could go in like this. Sure. Let's get crazy. Oh, yeah? Certainly. Let's do this. We don't have anything in our graveyard. Yeah, we do. We've got a Delver. So we'll pay the life here. Get it back with the Seeker. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, that's 11 if I just kill him, right? Yeah, let's just do that. Gotta pay attention. Dead. And there's another W. Rakdos. Righty. Okay, well, I think the Kami might be a good call here. Kami of False Hope. Echoing Truth's probably pretty good. Other than that, I don't know. Love these. Didn't see too much removal. It's a lot of creatures, so I do want to keep most of my risks. I'll get rid of one. And I'll get rid of one of one mind. There we go. Test. I see a little fight. Just came up. I'm just, I'm really tempted to just cut the feed because it seems like it's one of those days, but I would hate if this recording's just fine and it goes out to YouTube just fine. Oh, thank you for that. No hats, please. I think that's the first time I've seen you chime back. So thank you. Bald-headed baddies. So far, so good. I'm a little nervous about our opponent's deck because it felt like just this growing storm, and I kept hearing the thunder. We didn't see any lightning, but I'm going to mulligan this. I got quite a bit of late game stuff going on here, and just one mana to look at. All right, we'll keep this. 0 creatures, but all right. Brainstorm can be a little depressing in this stage. Mostly down here, or a bit further away from that. All right, let's open up the graveyard. Shambling Gust. Love that little card. That's a lot of little card. Mad at myself for not catching that with all the death triggers in the format. Okay, let's go find a creature or a plains. Be happy with either. Hey, how about both? We'll say top. We'll get our plains eventually. Seeker's too strong to ignore. Chrome Dome Warriors. I like it, Pauper Tim. Chrome to the dome. The Chrome Killers. That's a little too deep. People would have to have already seen the show and understand the reference. And I think I'll probably go boring this week and just call it Azorius Tempo, which is what it is, but whatever. At this stage. My Brainstorm here. Yeah, I think I do. Good Augur, but I don't want tricks right now. I want mana. I guess we'll throw both of these on the top. We got a pretty boring next few turns. Except, probably should have kept put both the islands on top, because then I could have done it, revealed with Augur and lost an island. Well, that's given that we find a plane, which Augur isn't good at doing. But it'll at least speed up that depression on. I never really realized that sometimes Brainstorm without a shuffle effect, as everyone knows, can be a bit of a depressing endeavor. But it's really nice when you've you got shuffle outlets, but Augur does the same thing if you think about it. So that's pretty cool. And bald skies, maybe. Of course, not everything flies. What's this dude's haircut looking like? He's kind of bald too. I never get like professional swimmers like in the Olympics, and they sit there and they have these they wear like double bald caps and they have all this hair. It's like, God, commit, man. Well, there's no real chance we're gonna hit, and I don't want to. It's frustrating having snaps against a deck with sack outlets. So note to self: I'll probably take out the snaps. Let's see what we get here. Watch, it's both planes. It'll be like, you son of a. That's not so bad. Any order. Yep. We'll do this. I'm just going to I'm going to do it right now. We need some help on our mana here. We need to hit a plane. That's fine, too. We can at least keep it alive, and we've got a blocker now. Yep. That's crazy. I'm going to feel even worse, though, if everything's perfect on the YouTube side of things and it was just something to do with Twitch. It's like, oh, gosh. I'm thinking that too, Pauper Tim. I'm glad I didn't pull the plug, because it would make more sense, because we've had such robust, rock-solid outings for like, gosh, 2 or 3, well, about 2 straight years now. We used to have a lot of screen freezes and other weird stuff, and I remember seeing one of our older shows, and I had the old PC, and it wasn't quite as robust, and so the feed wasn't nearly as clear as it is now. Hey, cool! I got a good option for Snap. We're not going to get our lands back if our opponent's thinking clearly, but well, you know, maybe they do want to keep Bone Picker. It's a good enough card. We'll see. Or, well, that could just get really big. I could just snap the feeder. That'd be pretty fun. Let me do that. I'll snap the feeder first. See if he wants to lose all of his sacrificial goodies. Alrighty, we don't get our land back, but that's okay. No untappies. We'll play this. I guess we could do it. Yeah, might as well do it now while he doesn't have a sack outlet. Pull that off. Untap these 2. Play the Delver. This is like if I'm playing in a tournament or something, I'll attack and just type in, oops, you know, hoping that they block, because things like Mutagenic Growth, but he's probably more likely to block if I'm tapped out. So let's fix our stuff. Ugh. And attack. Hopefully we can keep him creatureless. He's only seen blue cards, so all right. Just kidding. It is kind of a chicken. Vulture. Never seen a white turkey vulture before. I guess it is magic after all. There's another. Not a sack outlet. Yeah. Snap was surprisingly effective there. Come on, planes. I remember those first 2 games against Tron, and it was just like, here's 2 planes, or here's 1 plane. There's only 2 in the whole deck. A crazy fool. Right. Yep. As we go like this. I'm just doing this for tempo's sake, guys. Bomp. Boop, boom. If I don't get that Seeker online, my life might not be too much longer. Where is my plane? We're doing the typical 2 islands up psychological trick, but as we know on this end, it's not going to pan out too much. Oh, that works. That works. I wonder why he chose the Augur. Maybe a misclick of the mouse. Maybe too much Merit Lager or gin and tonics. We gotta come up with some new funny alcohols. Actually, we have quite a few, don't we? Damn thing has death touch. I don't think we're getting out of this one, guys. We really needed that to be a plane. Yeah, I'm going to bring in all my Dispels instead of the snaps. Balduvian. Nice, Pauper Tim. That's pretty good. I like that. You know it's good when you wish you thought of it. That's all. That's the best compliment I can give. I'm going to get rid of stuff while I can. We take 4. It's more like 6 because that Mutagenic Growth is probably going to have to be activated. Yeah, he's got that probably double kill turn spell. Ooh, hey, man, I was right. Look at that. Splat. Pretty sure we're dead here. Depends how off the chart he goes. Yep, that's 12 damage. Splat. Cool. It's about time we lose. Bam. Miss seeing rights. That's another one of, I talk about Wild Mongrel like if it was printed today and everybody would go ape over it and be like, oh my god, it's so much card. The same goes for Rites of Initiation. I think if that was new and printed, people just, every other deck you'd see in the tournament room would be using it. All right. A lot of tricks. We don't have access to Hydroblast. Trying to be a little bit more flexible here, so I'm going to go roll like that. I'm going to get rid of all of our snaps in this matchup. Nice against Bone Picker and stuff, but a bit lacking on the other side of things. There's too much swarm mentality here to really bring in any COPs and such. I'm not a big fan of, I don't know, having one Echoing Truth seems good. I guess we just bring in more draw. Maybe one Obsidian Acolyte, just so our Delvers can survive against the Bone Picker if it gets to a late game. But so 3 Dispels. I'm liking that. We still have the Kami. Yeah, we'll rock like this. Oh, thank you for that, Mash Boomy. If Shiraz or Little Fight, if anyone can bring up the deck list there, it's a good time. Yeah, I really like this list. It's based on one from a long time ago. I think his username was Kabutino. Quite a bit different play style, but was the inspiration for it for sure. Yeah, I want to play first. Let's open up the yards. Got too many lands, but not an ugly hand. But I think I'm going to keep this. Shouldn't I? We'll draw on a good stuff. I don't know. Should we keep it? Boy, this has just been like flood, screw. Been watching on YouTube for about 2 to 3 months, and you're one of the best content creators. Keep it up. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Mashburn. I better say your name right. Burnell, NL, meaning a country? I'm not quite sure. Good. I'm going to keep. I just feel like we're going to mulligan into no. There's no science in that. I probably shouldn't keep, but our mana's right. I'm just going to go for it. We've got early protection and Dispel. I'm probably going to get run over, but at least we can counter a rights. Really appreciate the compliment there. And you caught us on kind of I think Twitch is having a lot of tech issues today. A bit slow. It's not on our end, but we do have a brand new commercial to show. The COP Motors, based on Circle of Protection, which is another reason I played this list today, because I was like, hey, if I'm going to debut a Circle of Protection commercial, I should probably have an ad for Circle of Protection Motors. Just like a... Yeah, I'm trying all the tricks, but we don't seem to get many the viewers that a lot of other streams do. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my bald head. Turns people off. But like we're saying, man, we got all kinds of baldies in this deck. I got Seekers and Delvers. They are of the follically challenged persuasion. Very good times. Welcome aboard. Thank you for that deck list, Shiraz. I know you did it a little bit ago, but appreciate it greatly. You and Little Fido is hanging out with me. That would be a few too many hats for me to wear without mods. All right. Come on, opponent. What do we got going here? I really like having access to that High Priest in a lot of ways, but like this play, you know, the purist in you wants to, oh, maybe I should wait till next turn, then I can defend it with Dispel. And it's like, nah, just play it, because we'll just bring out the High Priest and be fine. If we get something like a Mutagenic Growth. Opponent's screwed, and we're flooded. But that's fine. We were flooded when we drew, so this is just, I don't want to see any more lands drawing now. Cool. I like this. Let's bring out the High Priest. So I can Augur next turn and find a trick, probably for free, and get back Seeker at the end of his turn. Sure love that Plains, boy. Holler if y'all are tired of seeing a lot of my land selections. I just really been focused. In fact, the last like 4 tournaments I've won at the Pauper Classic Tuesdays, even if you get third or fourth sometimes, and you get enough for like some really cool lands, and I'm trying to get these certain swamps that are just killer, but they're just so hard to find. Wow, I guess that's pretty reckless, isn't it? I really wish I had a mutagenic there to just kind of make him go all in, but we won't put his feet to the fire. All right, well, we got a wizard and a cat. Darn it. We'll go like that. Let's see what we get. Hiya. Okay, let's see. Preordain, that's pretty good. Sure. Any order. I guess I'll do it now. Augur, I don't really want to see. Bottom. We'll say top on this. And we'll do it again. Preordain. Well, I like that. We don't need this bottom. And we'll say top for the Delver. And that way we'll be able to communicate with the Ilthulda, however you say that. Attack here. It's funny. The metagame's all stifled and the top tiers anyway of like, just Chatterstorm and Affinity and Demir. Alex Oldman's been writing a lot of articles saying as much, and just kind of getting really burned out from the tone of his articles on just, kind of Wizards not pulling the trigger and making something happen. But all that being said, I've really been having a lot of fun since Chatterstorm's been out. I don't know, I'm just playing funner decks. I don't really know what it is. Okay, I better keep the spell up after this turn. We're not doing all that great. Boink. Here we go. I think I'll keep that land in there. We'll rock here. We'll communicate. Hey, hey, hey. That ain't so bad. Yeah, let's do that. We can't really do anything here, so we're just going to sit back, let our Augur die. Ba-ba-da-ba-bum. When Ephemerite came out, I was thinking like somebody would finally find a way to keep Keldon Marauders on the board and just make some new Boros just bounce nastiness, but still hasn't happened. Alrighty. Well, we have access to a few tricks here, so I'm gonna kill. We'll go like this, and then I'm gonna go like. I guess we'll block here. It's nerve-wracking, folks. Do-do-do. Man, I wish I could get back that Seeker at instant speed, but our spells are kind of hiding from us right now. We'll be able to get back Augur too. It's just going to cost us a bit of life. I think here I would just sacrifice the Marauders too. Be worth that extra damage. Splat. Everybody see that new card? I think it's, look at the top card of your library. You can put it in your graveyard, then draw a card or something. We spoiled it on our Facebook page. A strange play there. Could have got one more damage in. Boy, we really need these Delvers to flip. Like now. On Earth. Ooh, look at this. Nice synergy. Rakdos, that means it. Man, I need that Seeker. Ugh, this is getting grim, folks. Are we going to finally lose? It looks like it. Is this the last sequence for our hero? Tune in tomorrow and find out. Yes. Yes. Bam. Come on, give me something. Not that. My God. It's got one card. These Dispels can't be all that good. Good grief. Well, we'll rock like this. Play this. No sense in holding that. Yikes. God, I really need that Seeker to come back. Dang it. Is there a way out of this? I think I just got to be on blocking detail, right? Man, oh man, that is painful. Boom, boom. That Brainstorm was not very kind. But to be honest, it's about time we lose a game. It's been going our way, despite the excessive mana issues. I think I'm always complaining about mana, though. I think that just goes hand in hand with Magic in general. If you're not, you're doing something wrong, right? Right, wrong, left, right. I just... talk about a Suicide Squad. We have Dispel coming up next. It does feel like we overboarded this time. Well, let's do the obvious first. We just got to try to stay alive. I don't think we really can. That would be 5. There's nothing in our future that's going to get this back, so I might as well just kill it. Yuck. Ugh. I should probably just quit. I mean, we know what's coming up next. It's Dispel and a land. And, yeah, we should just quit here. Good games to our opponent. We finally go down. L. All right, guys. Good news. I'm going to roll to, well, I guess I'll do the quick Oompa Loompa song. And then right after that will be the live debut of our commercial Circle of Protection Motas. So I'll be right back after this.
Screw flood, mulligan 2. I've got a magic puzzle for you. Screw flood, what should you keep? Choose incorrectly, you will soon weep. What do you get when you keep 7 lands? A perfect curve from an opponent's hand. 4 mulligans, and we'll see what you get. 3 basic lands and a dumb blood pet. Screw flood, what should you do? Bad luck is always opposing you. Screw flood, by the long face. 2 badger spells don't all have retrace.
The moments after a car crash, time stands still. You ponder the close call, grateful for our numerous circles of protection. At COP Motors, we understand what matters most. As vehicles come and go, our perilous research towards your safety is unmatched. COP Motors, protecting what matters most.
And we're back. And that was COP Motors. New to our little lexicon. I guess we'll keep this. We're on the draw. Got one lander, but it's the right one with a quick delver, a little bit of mutagenic backup. The problem being, though, most things aren't disfigure these days. It's more cast down, so mutagenic might not get there as far as keeping our dude safe. Oh, let's see here. That's good. Well, let's rock out with this here. I just want to, you know what? I just want to kill that. Get out of here. See what they're up to. All right. There's a lot of ways to kill stuff with discard these days. Madness has really come a long way in the Rakdos color chart, so I'm going to go in that way. I've actually done quite a few new Christmas promos, but I did them like 2 months ago, and it's a little off flavor right now. Excuse me. No. Okay, I like that. Let me trip this now, and then I'll preordain, and hopefully get this rock like this. Oh, you got the points. Nice. All right. Well, I like both of these, except they're not going to flip over Mr. Delverman. So let's put this one on the bottom. Draw the Seeker and hope we get lucky with the Delver there. Attack! You can see how heavy we lean on that Seeker of the Way to keep us alive. You don't really need life spells when you have access to the Seekers and this much prowess triggers, but it wasn't enough last game. We were quite stultified. That'll be cool, Shiraz, yeah. Yeah, what do we got left here? So our burn a card. We got Sandstorm. Well, I got the promo coming up later. Oh, no. Yep. Bonk. Well, at least you had to hard cast it. We don't really care if our stuff goes to the yard as long as we end up seeing our priest. And it would have flipped. Ah, shoot. Whatever. All right, we'll do this. We can always hard cast the of one mind. You always feel a little like you need a shower if you hard cast of one mind. It's like, come on, you should always pay 1 blue for that. But sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, I can't cast that. And I'm like, yeah, I can. You're being greedy. Oh, Consider. That's the one it is. Yeah. Thank you. I was like, what is Shirazamon doing? But I get it now. That is a great little card. There's a lot of card. Good artwork too, man. Love off-center, off-kilter. Hear our prayers, O shadowed one, and bless us in bloody agony. Who would wish for that? Good grief. Alrighty. I think I'm just going to snap that, just to kind of keep the tempo play up. Oh, we could brainstorm. Let's snap first. Boing. These abilities go on the stack. Yield to this, yield to that. Yeah, I wonder if Consider's going to upend any of the main ones, huh? Alrighty. The kitchen imp shows up. Yeehaw. Bald squad. Yeah, I think Gingerboot's bald too. A lot of triggers going down. A lot of confusion. Here we go. Untapping. Let's put on another trigger here. Sure. I guess I'll put these on top. Let's preordain. It's going to be one big Seeker. It's probably going to meet a violent end here. Sorcery. Which one of these don't I want? Kind of hate to say it. I don't know. I think I'm going to say bottom on that. I'll say top here. Gosh, 2, 4, 6, that's 11, and that would be, almost kill him here. That would be 7, 9, 11, with 3 more would be 14 damage if we tripped all of our dudes. Since he's on black, I'm tempted, I'm gonna use 2 of them. We'll just build up our life total really fat here. Get theirs way down, maybe get him in more of a defensive mind state, but it's not every day you can come over for a Gigantor. That's just going to be a 11-11 Seeker. 13, 14. Yeah, we'll just hit him for 11. That's all. As the robot shows up with the knowledge. How'd you guys like that Circle of Protections Motors commercial? A little bit different flavor. Try to mix it up. Almost border on serious. Safety is a serious concern. Ooh, they'd be at 3 life if I had done that. I like that new artwork for Street Wraith. More off-centered artwork. It seems to be a black theme. I like it. Like it a lot. Damn it. All right. Down goes Seeker. Where's our High Priest? That's what I kept that mutagenic for. Darn it. And my buddy Aaron on the VO there, I think he killed it. I sent him a scratch track, which is so much more helpful when you're directing one of these things than just explaining in 2 or 3 paragraphs what mood it is, because people interpret things all differently. It's like, and you're just like, hey, try to sound like this. Well, let's brainstorm. Ugh. Well, put this and this. We'll go like this, and we'll bring out 2 of these boys. Hopefully they both flip. And hopefully he's out of removal. It'd be funny if these both, I mean, they are going to flip because we got mutagenic showing up, but if they both live is what I meant to say. 6 in the sky. Smack. Ooh, he's got the flyers now. Well, good news with mutagenic. One of ours will stay alive. Yep. And no surprise here. Attack! The bald insects are attacking. What sort of world is this? I've always liked that Olivian's Dragoons. I just thought that was a pretty cool card. You talk about an old school pauper staple. He's a recluse used to see not a lot of play, but it was in like, if it was in a lot of builds that, you know, tried to do that. Just 1 or 2 of them back when there weren't as many options as there are now. Wish they wouldn't have done that on their before blockers. A lot of people missed that step. All right. I'd rather get rid of the discard outlet. So I will choose to keep this Delver alive, taking 2 of our own life as we do a blue Wrath of God. Smack. And nothing lives except our strange flying creature from the lagoon. What the hell? It's like he's raging at the cage. Well, he does have lifelink. That's a lot of card when you got threshold. That's pretty cool. Oh, I got a damn race on our hands. Darn it. That's pretty neat synergy. Surprised I haven't seen more of the initiative, Cabal initiative used. If I'm saying that right. Who needs Tortured Existence? My son built a Tortured Existence deck in Pauper, and we've been playing all the time. I think I was mentioning that last week. Then I went and built, because I like 12-draw black so much, I went and adjusted my existing deck and built it. But you know what? I didn't have three costly plunders. I think when Pro Tour LA happened, I let my buddy Randy, who's nocturnal here on chat, I'm pretty sure I thought I just had a bunch of them, and he needed them, and I was like, here, man. All right. How strange. Let's attack. Problem is, this is just they're going to be at 6 next turn. If just about anything goes down, he's 1 card away. And ugh. When you got the option, try to keep 2 islands up. Psychological warfare and all. Even if you're hellbent, makes people go, oh, like the little Mother May I sort of angle. So yeah, another reminder, there's going to be no show on the 21st of August, which is 2 weeks from today. Going to be going up to San Francisco, Sacramento area and visiting friends and family and dropping our oldest off at his new dorm / apartment, which is not cheap in San Francisco. Lifelink. Yeah, and if you remember last week we were doing that little fundraiser. We did raise $350 for feeding the children, which was just remarkable. Like I said, I was very relieved when we hit our $100 goal, which was the smallest one you could set, and I actually really felt like, I don't know if we're going to get there. It was so nice to more than triple it. You know, Belcher Mage and Mtmentat and Little Fight and Lonnie, all kinds of wonderful donations, so I appreciate that. Yeah, our emotes are barely being used. We've got all kinds of them. All right, this is not looking good. He can trade with that. He's got another one of that. I don't know if I think I'm going to block that initiative. I don't like that life gain. I'm really regretting not keeping that of one mind. I would have been here 2 turns ago. Not a case of drawn bad or anything. We hit our lands. Creatures are good. It's just our opponent's efficiency starting to overwhelm us here. So it's good on them. Not necessarily bad on us. Shall it be a bloodbath? I will block here. I'm considering a double block there. I can only kill the Delver. Now, I'll let Delver live. It's gonna use a card each turn to make that thing get lifelink, but he's got enough flyers now. It's not that nice of an ability, however you want to say it. Yeah, they're gonna crawl up to 7. We got rid of the problem. Now, if we can just draw into our priest. You know, I might want to fit 1 more priest in the sideboard against like really heavy Rakdos or removal heavy lists. That way you're almost guaranteed to see one. It's just we have so much draw. I think 2 is the right number. You know you're all in on the madness thing when you're casting a Call to the Netherworld. Madness 0. Wah! I wish there were a bunch of black free artifacts. I could probably make something like that work in that crazy Charbelcher list that I'm always so in love with. I've got that down to 4 lands now. Contemplating sequences and builds with Street Wraith and such. I don't think we're going to wiggle out of this one, guys. There's too much real estate across from us. Flip, damn you. No. All right, I'm going to go to the next game. We'll put down an L there. It was, oh yeah, so this is just madness. Start with a loss that time. That's a first. I usually win in the first one. All right. Cool design. But what a comeback. Is it 1 life at one point? Nice design. Way to go all in there. A lot of 1/1s. Yeah, Obsidian Acolyte definitely. It's an all black deck. We don't have COP black. Gut shot's probably going to be better, even though the what do you call the issues they did have as far as removal were sorcery speed. So I'm going to leave Dispel right where it's at. Just contemplating. I think I'm going to pull out or bring in a gut shot and lose a mutagenic. And what else? That Kami looks pretty nice. Yeah, they're not hitting us that hard. Let's just keep it like that. Keep it simple, stupid. What? What am I doing? 461 again? Oh, well. That's how I roll. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Is what on earth did I mean by that? Huh. Strange. Keep in check. Keep in shot. Thank you for that little fight. Yeah. All right. I like this hand a lot. We'll keep here. Just going to drop the Delver and hope. Hope and pray. Boom, ba-doom. That was a fun little game, boy. I was getting a little arrogant there, thinking like, oh, we got this. And then all of a sudden, flyer number 1, 2, 3, trade, lifelink. Smack. I'm dead. Oh, and yeah, next week is Friday the 13th. So maybe I'll ask Egbert. You'll probably see swamps next week. At least here in the superstitious states. I think that's a worldwide thing, though. Anybody else experience that? Like there's hotels out here that won't have a nice little synergy there. There's hotels that don't have a 13th floor. I mean, obviously, numerically, they do. They just, on the elevator, it's like 11, 12, 14. Or it's like maintenance, 14. It's really silly. It's like, what year is this? Are we doing witch hunts and such? No. All right. I want to go get my plane. Not play it. Play the island. Preordain. As we see both our humans here, darn it. Alright, don't really need that. Yeah, sure, I'd like to see that. Especially if it doesn't flip again. We can really invest next turn with the Seeker Delver. The Super Bald Board. SBB. It's a new deck, I tell you. Too bad that chick in the Of One Mind wasn't bald. No, we did have like a trifecta. Oh, did anybody see that BMX rider that I guess in the Olympics somebody got almost dead, which thankfully doesn't happen often, but you think it would happen more often just with the extreme stuff they're doing. But yeah, I guess pretty much kind of out of the sport, like brain damage and all kind of. I haven't seen the footage. I don't know if I want to. Sometimes that stuff's pretty cringy, but sure hope they're all right. No. God, I've gotten jacked up doing really silly little tricks. I'm not going to attack into this. 1 damage isn't worth losing a Delver. I don't mind trading a Delver for a 2/2, but I've seen too many tricks. Next turn we're going to have some fun. Might have to just hard cast that Of One Mind. I hate doing that, but unless an Augur or Catman shows up. Yeah, if there was a more feline focus on this, we could call it Catman. Catmandu. Oh, man. See, sometimes you come up with a goofy name and you just want to build the deck. So if you could play like all 4 priests in a Leonin theme and call it Catmandu. If Catmandu, you can too. Sounds like a bad 70s commercial. He's discarding. Sure. No. I was hoping he'd go after a Delver. Oh well. Come on, flip. No. This really blows. No. Okay. We'll play this. Just gonna. No, I like both of these, don't we? Top, and then top. Too many humans. We can't communicate. All right. Coast is clear now. Deck's fighting us a little bit, but it's all right. Our opponent's a little stultified on their development. I'm sure that's about to explode in a bloodbath of lifelink and cabal goodness. And so it begins. Yo! Here we go. Yes, yes. And now, 2, 3. I'm just going to do this right now. Get our cards aboard. Get our prowess triggers up. I think a lot of our team's going to die. Our Mutagenic's going to have a little bit to say about that. We'll ammo up and come in with 9 at this stage. Alright. We'll attack here. I think I'm just going to play that Delver. With a Strix. No. I think it was maybe 2005 the last time I had a creature die to a Gorgon Recluse. Dang. Alright, well the prowess trigger will at least kill the Gorgon, so I'll, depends if he blocks or whatnot, I'll see. Down goes our boy. Yep, I get it. So we'll go here with this, pay 2 life. Splat. We'll gain 4 life out of it. We lose our dude, but whatever. We get him for 8. That's pretty good. Maybe. He might have another discard trick. We've seen plenty. Dark Withering and such. One of my favorite old school scenes is that original Clash of the Titans with Medusa. That was a terrifying movie as a kid. I think that was made right about the time I was born, but oh man, this is not looking good. Good on Egbert. That's a nice little synergy he's got going on here. Yep, we don't like to see that. We attack for double digits and we only get in for 3. Oh well, at least we our life comes up. Splat. Destroy the blocked creature. No. I'm gonna invest in another Delver here. Delve for days. Where is our Catman? Catman don't. Actually, it's pronounced Kathmandu, I believe, the place, but it's not as good as of a joke if you do it that way. Boy, that is some confident play there. Cycling for 2 life when you're single digits. I guess you gotta turn on the threshold to block the insect. Man, that's some gross airways, right? You got this creepy looking thing bumping into the insect. I actually think the Delver's a little scarier looking, but man, removal for days. I have the answer. I've got an Obsidian Acolyte somewhere, and Catman Don't's hiding. There's 2 of them. We are only 15 cards in, but I didn't do myself a favor by having an extra land. But Super Pooper 23. Yes, thank you for joining us. Yeah, it seems like there was some issue on Twitch's end earlier, and the stream was extremely slow. Fine on my end, but I'm glad. It seems like things are a little bit better now. All right, let's just, yeah, probably Of One Mind would be the best top deck here. Island. No, don't want to see that. All right. Well, I'm going to play this. Hey, there's too much madness, and he's got the dude out there. I'm just going to sit back. Like I said, don't mind trading a 3-2 for a big body, but I'm not going to run out a naked little Delver. Barba Poka, have to go. I'll watch it later on YouTube. Keep it up with the Bald Squad. I know that would be a funny name. I'll probably have to mention that like in the chat or something, but are we headed for our second loss? Thought we were going to 5-0 today. Looks like we're going to maybe be 2-2 at the end of this one if this keeps up. Damn. Sequence. Once you get a taste for madness. I might have to bug Egbert for this list next week. It's pretty cool. He's drawn 4 more cards than us. Taking a page out of the 12 draw black. Yeah. Anybody got the Oompa Loompa song stuck in their head now? Every time I play that, I'm just humming it all the rest of the day. All of the live long day. Okay. I'm master of the skies, aren't I? I think he has more flyers than we do. Assuming he's got 4 of these, and the bone pickers. Did we see bone pickers? Am I remembering the old list there? No, again. Good boy. Our deck is really fighting us here, guys. I'm going to keep up our fake counter magic. Yeah, I'm going to double block that imp. If he's got removal, that'll really suck, but it'll still, if the block just happens, it's still a 1-for-1 trade. There's a UFC fight tonight that I'm totally uninterested in. I'll watch the prelims, but sometimes they put the big old price tag on there of like a main event. And you're like, who's fighting? Like, it should probably just be a fight night. Fight nights are where they have, they don't really cost anything if you're like a member of ESPN or whatnot, or just have cable package or whatnot. Come on, opponent, let's go. He's probably got a lot to think about. We don't have much to think about other than staring at a lonely island. Splat. Yeah, he saw the blockability there too, darn it. I'd be applying a lot more pressure if I was them. Of course, got the respect with that, like, what was it, like a 12-12 Seeker? That I think that was game 1. Almost killed him. Feels like we're at like 5 life, but we'll be at 16 after this, so not too bad. There's some decks you just love to play, and this is one of them. Ah, boy, that's a breath of fresh air. Give me something good. Come on now. Always yield. Sky Theater Screech. Hey, I like this a lot. Top. Draw. The water horse. Oh, come on, deck. Really? Cycle this. We'll get another plane. Who knows? We might need it. Yeah, let's... Pretty dumb to snap anything here, you know, because he's just going to block it anyway. Ugh. I'll attack. He loses, I lose. Okay. Yep. Splat. I'll play this because we just showed him that we got it, so I want him to think we've got extra goods. We don't. Of One Mind helped out a lot there. I am glad I have been playing 4 of those now. For a while, I only had 3. If you caught the top of the show from our list about a year ago, it was really similar to this, called the Azorius Boys. I was really high on the Boys on Amazon Prime at the time, and it's like, hey, that's cool. What's he targeting here? Let me look. Show game log. Putrid Imp. Targeting, what's he targeting? Kitchen Imp. He's going to have to discard that. I'm just going to do this for tempo. He's just going to recast it. It's no big deal. Maybe a bit of a misplay there. I probably should have kept Snap if I do. If I top deck Catman, I'm going to be really pissed at myself. But for right now, it's just kind of an impatient play there. Don't follow that example, kids. You just go and recast it. Yep. And I'm only 2 life better. Just played it with some weird sequence. Okay, now I don't feel as bad if I do draw the Catman, but at this rate, I'm going to be dead. About a 4-turn clock here. No hats, please. I take off work on Friday the 13th every time to stay home and watch scary movies with my girlfriend. That's awesome. No hats, please. You got to explain that name. Are you, do you have like a crazy head of hair that hats can't fit on? Are you the manufacturer of very small doors? I'm trying to think where the name would have relevance. I like it, don't get me wrong. And I really like your Halloween style. I had a day like that just the other day. I was watching some Netflix and I got on some horror kick, and there were like 2 or 3 in a row that I was like, hey, that wasn't too bad. Most Norwegian horror films are just excellent. I just love them. The Swedes really got it going on with dark filmmaking. Same with Netherlands. Dig it. All right. Well, I don't know if this is ever going to be relevant. Everything's flying. Obsidian Acolyte. At least we can power it up. That's a pretty cool tradition, though. I remember one of the first times I ever played hooky for Halloween was I got a really, really burly job, but I'm not going to lie. I knew I was kind of like my boss's favorite, and he knew I loved Halloween, and they wouldn't give me a Halloween off, and I totally pretended to be sick. It was very obvious. It was like, I told you guys months ago, and you forced me to be a bad employee. You get so many sick days, I'm using them, damn it. The kids are only 5, 9, and 5 once in my case, so I don't think we're going to live through this, guys. At least we can live through the Hell Mongrel, but man, I'm digging this list. This is going to be a good Friday the 13th list if I decide to go that route. Something. That's something. All right. I don't even know if we're going to live. This is crazy. Ooh, we almost have the win there. We can just attack. Yeah, we just win next turn if we Mutagenic Growth our own Obsidian Acolyte. That'd be a funny come from behind, wouldn't it? Like I was considering, Mutagenic on the Seeker. Of course, we won't have the life to even do that, will we? Well, nothing's... If it comes at me, I'm going to have to use it on the Seeker to just stay alive.